who looks for Iniesta, who's onside!
Still full of running, and it's Götze! It's Mario Götze!
Here's Mbappe! Oh my word! Teenage kick!
Hey guys, how's it going? We're back with a new video about England squad. So yeah, Kshitij and I are both going to have a independent view, I guess. England's really the squad that excites us the most because of Premier League. And we saw the squad come out. I'm sure a lot of you have seen it. So we really want to kind of go into a deep dive into why we think some guys were chosen, some guys were not, and then what we think like the starting 11 would be. And yeah, some comments. So Kshitij, why don't you start?
So I mean, like, where can I start? There's quite a bit. I mean, I think from the squad itself, like what Gareth Southgate has announced, I guess, obviously there's a lot of uproar about Ivan Toney. Obviously, there's always going to be uproar about Maguire, but in my opinion, for me, I wasn't shocked to see him. Obviously, I think there are a lot of people that were disappointed because there's a few times I think Southgate has said in the past where he's like he's going to choose players on form. But he clearly hasn't done that. And then sometimes he says he's going to choose players based on how they perform for England and stuff. And yeah, like Maguire has usually performed well for England. But I mean, yeah, I think mainly there's just controversy around that. And I guess some people were sad about Conor Gallagher getting in because he hasn't been in the best of form lately.
Yeah.
But I think it was good to see James Maddison in because I personally didn't think he'll take James Maddison. But I think if he didn't pick James Maddison, it would be crazy because I think he has like the second highest goal involvement in the Premier League since January or something.
Yeah.
So it's crazy, yeah. So it's good that James Maddison got on the plane. I don't know how his injury is. I don't know if he'll play, but at least he's on the plane.
Yeah, no, I didn't see an update on that. Hopefully it's not too bad. He didn't look too distressed, I guess, but he was kind of worried. But yeah, that's for once he picked someone on form that I was proud of. But I really want to talk about the Maguire thing, dude. I could not believe, as much as you say, yeah, I expect this. I totally did not expect. Like, I know that, yeah, he's been playing. Yeah, they reached semi-finals with England last time around. But for me, it's not that if your team has reached, yeah, he's done that great. Maybe he has some aerial threat. He definitely has a great threat in the air for sure in terms of attacking. But in terms of defense, I see compilations week in, week out of how bad he is. I keep seeing a line of 4 people and one guy just comes in front and opens a gap for the rest to go in. Like, he was so, I think it was last season where it was the peak of his worst. And I was so furious. And like, it's just a big deal because when you have people like Dan Burn, Tomori, they're doing so well. We watch Premier League games that maybe some others don't do. Some people who only watch like the big teams or their team, and we watch so many games, especially like myself. And I see people doing so well. So many centre-backs like Ben White when he was at Brighton or Dan Burn when he was at Brighton. All these people doing so well. And then you see someone who's just a big name and political reasons of some sort, they have some kind of favouring. And I feel like if you're a modern day manager with a squad that has so much depth, so much like dynamic changes that happen in the squad, you know, like if someone was good in 2018 World Cup, then 2020 Euros, they're not necessarily going to be the same person in 2022. Look at like someone like Hazard, for example. Like, everyone changes. So I definitely think if you are bold enough to make like big decisions, maybe someone like Ten Hag or Arteta, you know, they are more someone who I consider to be bold. If you're as bold as them, maybe you have a better chance of winning a tournament as prestigious as this when the probability is so low. So I really thought, I was really frustrated. I really think there's so many defenders out there who are better than Maguire, but they just choose other reasons which are beyond people like us to understand, I guess. So that was one thing. In terms of Ivan Toney, that was kind of something that, you know, he's at a small club, so I guess he's kind of overlooked. But I was happy with Wilson's there. Wilson's really someone who I've been watching for a while now, and he's been really good, really crucial, clinical in the box. That's great. The keepers are great. Maybe what do you think about the starting 11? Predicted starting 11.
I mean, it's just going to be proper Southgate ball, isn't it? So he's going to have a 5-2-3. He's going to have, I think, Trippier and Luke Shaw will start, at least from what I think. Trent won't start because he's just not a Southgate player. Then you'll have just, yeah, this is what he is, man. I just thought Southgate is.
But why? Why doesn't he play him on a right wing back?
I don't know, man. He's just, I don't know, it's Southgate. Like, I think, okay, maybe because he's not good enough defensively, but then, I mean, you're playing a 5-back, that's where you can play Trent. I feel
that's when you can, right?
Yeah, I feel like that's when you can play Trent. But then I think also on form, I think Trippier has actually been better this season. Like, I think Trippier deserves to start this season. So maybe this season you can argue not so much about Trent, although he has been better recently. Trent, he had an awful start to the season, let's be honest. But, I mean, maybe this season, yeah, I think you could say, yes, Trippier should comfortably start ahead of him. But, yeah, I think in the previous, like, Euros, like, definitely I think Trent should have been ahead of him. But it is what it is. I think, so it'll be Trippier and Luke Shaw. And the centre-backs, I think it would be Kyle Walker, John Stones and Harry Maguire. I think that's what...
You're leaving out Ben White, huh? Okay, that's
No,
okay,
I'm not leaving out Ben White. I'm saying what Gareth Southgate would think, yeah? For Gareth Southgate, I don't know if he could start with Ben White. I think he could get in ahead of John Stones, maybe. I think, because I think Walker has to be there because of his pace and stuff. And
I mean, if he's back to like full fitness, I guess.
Yeah, otherwise he could start maybe the tournament with White, Stones and Maguire. And then Walker comes in later when he's more fit, maybe. Maybe that's why he's taken Walker in the squad. Then White has been so good.
I think he's there for like after group stage.
Yeah, and White has been in immense form. Even he can play even right back. If England choose to play a back four, he can play very well at right back and give Southgate that defensive solidity that he looks for.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
within like 4 people even.
Yeah, so there might be a game, they might start with a back four, or they might switch to a back four in game, maybe just one game or so, and Ben White can play in there. I think that could happen. I could see that happening in my opinion. Maybe one of the group stage games, probably.
I feel like sorry to cut you off. If it's the four at the back, I definitely think Trent is out. It's either Trippier or Ben White. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, no, definitely. That's what I'm saying. So I think either he'll play Walker at wing back and then like play White at centre back, or Trippier and then Walker, or Trippier and White. Like for sure. Like I don't think Trent's gonna be there. But yeah, I think that's how the back five's gonna shape. And then like in terms of in the midfield too, I think it's gonna be Declan Rice and somebody else. That somebody else, that one I'm not sure. I think it could be Jude Bellingham, it could be Calvin Phillips, because we've seen Southgate loves Phillips and Rice together, and maybe that's why Phillips is even going. Even though I think Phillips hasn't I don't know. That's another player. I don't know if he deserves to be on the plane, but hey, he's there. He's there, and there's Jordan Henderson as well. So maybe Henderson could start.
I personally think Bellingham's clear of everyone. Like even Southgate has recognized his talent for sure. It's not just like, oh, we think so, but Henderson's kind of okay. Yeah, he's okay. He's not too bad. But I really think that they'll play Bellingham because when you have 5 people around you at the back, you want someone to be up and down, all the midfielders to be giving cutthroat like through balls and shit, and you want someone to be able to read between the lines and take like box to box. Everything you have to do, literally, you have to carry the ball entire midfield if you only 2 of you. So I think people who can really take care of that midfield is Declan Rice and Bellingham, and Southgate probably will realize that sooner or later. Yeah, no,
I think Bellingham is like the favourite, but yeah, like he has other options. Then front 3. I think it would be Sterling, Kane, Saka, but it could be anyone else. Like it could be Foden, Saka, Kane. It could be Rashford, Kane, Saka. It could be Rashford, Kane, Sterling. I don't know. It could be Saka, Kane, Sterling. That's what I started with. But yeah, he has options. There's Grealish as well. I'm forgetting Grealish there.
Yeah.
There's Grealish as well. Mason Mount is there. So I don't know, Mason Mount, Southgate loves him, I guess. And Conor Gallagher, he's on the plane. I don't know where he plays, but you never know. So I think there's a lot of options in the forward 3. Like a lot of, Yeah. What do you think?
I'm glad you didn't mention Rashford. Did you? He probably doesn't deserve to. But
I mentioned Rashford because on form, after Kane, I think Rashford's England's best attack on form. And Saka maybe.
Man forgot Wilson. No. You're going by shots on target.
On the wingers.
Just who can take more shots.
Okay, on the wingers, in terms of wingers, okay, forget striker. Striker, it's Kane. That's nailed on. When the wings, I think on form, I think it should be Rashford and Saka starting.
I mean, Sterling's for sure out, but I think Foden's clear. Like he offers so much more.
But he's never fit into a Southgate system. We've seen him at the Euros and he did not look good in the England team. That's the only
Okay,
thing
that's something.
for me.
Yeah, that's
Like,
something I didn't consider. But I mean, he can fit in still. Maybe if he doesn't, if he maybe gets one game and he doesn't do well, it might be over for him for a while.
Yeah.
But if he does well and fits in instantly, because I really don't see like I see Foden has so much more to offer. The energy he has, the dribbling. I mean, shooting. I guess Rashford's okay, although his goals are not as many as his shots.
Yeah, no, he's
But,
not clinical. He's definitely, Rashford is definitely not clinical. Like, I can tell you that from experience.
And like if you say he's good at dribbling, pace, everything Foden really has. So I don't know.
No, I think the pace, like, you're understanding Rashford's pace. I
Okay.
think he's clear of Foden in that regard.
Yeah,
like,
but
the pace.
it's not like you're getting that much more value from that pace if you're not able to finish.
Yeah, I get that. It's just that Rashford's like more direct, I guess, and Foden's like, I think it depends on the game you're also playing. I feel that if you're like playing like a smaller team, like with all due respect, like, you know, another, like maybe if you're playing Wales, if England's playing Wales, for example, in the group stage, I think that game Foden starts. But then I think like as you go into the bigger games, for me, I think they'll become more and more a counter-attacking team. And I don't think Foden suits that. Like, I don't think that suits Foden,
enough.
sorry.
Fair
so
enough,
I feel like in that game, you play Rashford then. So that's how I feel like maybe it could go on.
Yeah. And it also doesn't matter, like, even if you start doesn't mean you have to play all the 90. If maybe Saka's not performing, they'll just chuck him off for Foden or someone on the right
that's
wing.
it. No, I think, but Saka is nailed on. I think we both agree on that. I think Saka is nailed on.
There's no way I'd accept any other right winger do this. No fucking way.
No, that's what I'm saying. I think Saka's nailed on. We both agree. I think everyone agrees on that. Like, everyone has to see that. He's been so good.
Yeah.
And Kane, obviously,
Kane, the thing is, if Kane slacks a bit, I think Wilson's great. But Kane is for sure first choice unless he really, really slacks. But I don't see that happening. He's been in great form too. Like, he scored so many goals this season. I really don't see him being dropped. But yeah, I think if they play a 4-3-3, maybe then Mason Mount and Maddison get in. And I'm a big fan of Maddison, dude. I really want to do anything to put Maddison in the team, dude. I think he offers so much, and he has not played every tournament. If they play him, they will see the difference for sure. But yeah, I don't think that's.
Like, I don't think Maddison features after the group stage. Like, personally.
You should. Know that.
He should. But I just don't think Southgate will play. Like, that's just like how it is.
I'm telling you, Southgate, as much as he is a very strong personality, he will still get influenced by people, the fans say, how people are performing. If Maddison has lost in the group stages, for sure he has a good chance of starting in the playoffs. Okay,
no, definitely. If he does well, then maybe yes, he'll. If he don't start, like, he'll definitely have some minutes against, even like after.
Yeah, but anyways, I think that's our thoughts on the England squad. Let us know what you guys think. We really think England have a good chance of winning, but it always depends on Southgate. Anyway, he's going after this for sure. We just hope he goes up with a good result and not getting off in the round of 16 or something.
Yeah, this is last word. No, I hope they get out in the round of 16.
I mean, I just like England. I really support. Like, I mean, I have a lot of teams that I have a soft spot for, but like England just because of the players like Saka, White, Ramsdale. That's
I want United players to do well as well, but then I just don't care about England otherwise. It's just like
same.
And I don't like Southgate either, so
if
they do too well, then Southgate isn't going. That's the thing. So
bring Tuchel on to it. Alright. Anyways, subscribe to our channel for more content. We're gonna get a lot of content for the World Cup, so stay tuned.